The first thing she notices is the sound. Not shouting, not boots. The engine, low, steady, almost gentle. It hums beneath the truck like a living animal, vibrating through the wooden bench, through her bones, into the hollow spaces fear has already claimed. Elizabeth keeps her hands folded in her lap, because she is afraid they will betray her. The skin is split, raw, smelling faintly of rust and cold soap that no longer exists. Morning hangs gray and wet. Fog clings to the road like breath held too long. She tastes iron when she swallows. Somewhere behind her, a woman whispers a prayer and then forgets the words halfway through. They told her this was rescue. She believed them because belief is lighter than doubt. Because the men spoke calmly. Because the rifles were lowered. Because hope, even starved, still lifts its head. The truck turns. Wood creaks. Chains clink softly, like jewelry in another life. Elizabeth presses her coat tighter, feeling the small, hard shape sewn into the lining. A photograph, folded until the faces are almost gone. She tells herself graves are silent places. This truck is not silent at all. Its noise feels like mercy now. Though she will soon learn, mercy can carry her toward death without asking permission ever. The road stretches forward like a sentence that refuses to end. Elizabeth watches it through a crack in the wooden slats. The world passing in blurred streaks of gray fields and broken fences. Snow survives only in dirty patches now, clinging stubbornly to the edges of things like memory. Every jolt of the truck sends a small pain up her spine, but she welcomes it. Pain means she is still here. Someone across from her is crying without sound. Tears slide down the woman's cheeks and disappear into the collar of her coat, as if even sorrow knows better than to make a mess. Elizabeth does not look directly. Looking feels dangerous. Looking makes things real. The men told them they were being moved for their safety. Safety is a strange word. It tastes foreign in her mouth. She rolls it around silently, testing it like a lie she wants to believe. The soldiers' voices had been calm, almost bored. That calmness had convinced her more than kindness ever could. The truck slows, then speeds up again. Her heart follows the rhythm, stumbling, catching, trying to keep pace. She thinks of doors closing behind her, cell doors, kitchen doors, the door of her childhood home, and wonders which one this road is leading toward. Rescue, she tells herself. But the fog thickens, swallowing the road ahead, and for the first time she wonders if rescue and burial sometimes wear the same face. The truck stops without ceremony. No announcement. No warning. The engine dies, and the silence that follows is heavier than noise. It presses against Elizabeth's ears until she realizes she is holding her breath. When the back flap is pulled open, light spills in, thin, pale, almost sickly. It hurts her eyes. She blinks and blinks again, as if the world has forgotten how to focus. The ground is mud, churned and dark. Boots sink into it with a sound like something being torn apart slowly. A fence rises ahead, not barbed, not broken, intact, orderly, too neat. It unsettles her more than ruins ever did. Out, a voice says. Not shouted, not cruel. That is the first shock. Elizabeth steps down, her legs weak, trembling as if they belong to someone else. The air smells of damp earth and disinfectant, clean, unforgivably clean. She expects blows, shouting, numbers barked like commands. None come. Instead, she notices soap stacked near a doorway. White bars, thick, smooth. Something twists violently in her chest. Her vision blurs, and she presses her lips together to keep from making a sound that might break her open. If this is rescue, she thinks, why does it feel like standing at the edge of something final? She does not yet know this place is where her old self will be buried first. Morning arrives without sirens. That alone feels wrong. Elizabeth wakes to light filtering through a clean window. Pale and steady, not the frantic gray of bombardment. For a moment she does not know where she is. Then the smell reaches her. Bread. Real bread. Warm. Yeasted. It settles into her chest like a weight. At breakfast, the table is long and wooden, scarred but sturdy. Bowls are passed hand to hand. Not thrown. Not rationed with shouted numbers. Her fingers hover before touching anything, as if the food might vanish if she claims it too quickly. The first bite makes her throat tighten. She chews slowly, painfully aware of every swallow. Across from her, someone laughs, and then clamps a hand over her mouth. Eyes wide with guilt, kindness appears in small, unbearable ways. A blanket folded neatly at the foot of her cot. A guard who looks at her shoes and quietly brings another pair. No questions, no smirk. These gestures confuse her more than cruelty ever did. Through a fence, she sees America. Houses standing straight, windows whole, trees untouched by fire. It feels obscene. She turns away, shame burning hotter than hunger. That night, Elizabeth writes in her diary with borrowed pencil. If they hate us, she writes, why do they feed us? The question refuses to let her sleep. The letter arrives folded too many times. Elizabeth recognizes her mother's handwriting immediately, sharp, hurried, as if the words themselves were trying to flee. She waits before opening it, pressing the paper against her chest, feeling the faint warmth that is stolen from another pair of hands. When she finally reads, the room seems to shrink. There is hunger in the lines, cold. Ruins described so casually they feel unreal. Her mother writes about trading a brooch for potatoes, about neighbors disappearing, about silence where laughter once lived. We are proud of you. The letter ends, and Elizabeth's stomach twists painfully. Pride feels like an accusation. That afternoon, a guard hands her an apple, red, unbruised. He does not meet her eyes. She stares at the fruit as if it might explode. Taking it feels like betrayal. Refusing it feels impossible. She bites down, juice flooding her mouth, and shame follows immediately after. At night, propaganda unravels in her dreams. The enemy's face is no longer monstrous. It is tired, ordinary, human. That realization frightens her more than hatred ever did. She writes again in her diary. They are not breaking our bodies, she writes. They are breaking our certainty. Elizabeth wonders who she will be when certainty is gone, and whether anyone at home will recognize what remains. The announcement comes quietly. No drum roll, no warning. A name is read from a list, then another. When Elizabeth hears her own, it feels unreal, like overhearing someone else's fate. Return is mentioned. Transfer. The future spoken in careful, neutral words that carry no emotion at all. Her hands go cold. Around her, some women cry. Others stare straight ahead as if movement might undo them. That night, Elizabeth walks to the fence alone. Beyond it, the lights glow softly, steady and unbroken. Somewhere, a radio plays music she does not recognize. It drifts through the air, gentle and almost tender. She realizes with a sudden ache that this place, this supposed grave, has buried something. After all, not her body, her lies. She understands now that rescue and destruction can arrive wearing the same uniform. That kindness can dismantle a person more completely than cruelty. That truth does not shout. It feeds you, cleans you, lets you sleep. In her diary, she writes one final line before closing it forever. They did not kill me here. They showed me what I had been taught to hate. As she turns away from the fence, Elizabeth knows she will carry this knowledge home like a secret, wound one that will never fully heal, but will never let her lie again.